Welcome to the Big 12 Digital Network's preview of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Women's Basketball Championship. Now, here's Kristen Keith and Wendell Barnhouse.
The Phillips 66 Big 12 Women's Championship gets started Friday. After winning its 5th consecutive regular season title, there's no surprise that Baylor is the #1 seed. But if the regular season is any kind of indicator, there should be plenty of unpredictable outcomes at the American Airlines Center.
Well, Kristen, there's a lot on the line besides the NCAA tournament automatic bid for the conference. The Big 12 is the #1 conference in the RPI, and right now it's projected to get 6, maybe 7 teams in the bracket. Teams like West Virginia, TCU, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State are still close to the bubble, so all their games in Dallas are going to be important. Plus, the standings have been bunched and jumbled all season, and the coaches are expecting a lot of craziness in Dallas.
If I'm a fan, I'm coming to every game. There's so many of the games during the season that have gone to the wire, and I think there's so many evenly matched teams, or definitely a lot of teams that on a given night anybody could win, and it will make for a very fun tournament. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I think it'll be wide open as the season has been. It's been, one of those years where battle the whole time, and this league has always, for the most part, been like that, but this year it seems to have had its share of upsets and kind of rhythms to it, so I expect the tournament to be no different.
Wendell, what are some reasons you expect this to be a competitive but unpredictable tournament?
Well, the gap between 3rd and last place in the standings is just 4 games. Now, previously in Big 12 history, the smallest gap between 3rd and last was 7 games. Also, Texas Tech is 5-13. They have the best record ever for a team seeded at the bottom of the bracket. And even though Tech and #9 seed Kansas are the bottom 2 teams in the league and the last 2 seeds, they each lost the season series with Baylor, but both those games against Baylor were closer than any of the other 5 teams that the Lady Bears swept this season.
Here's a look at the schedule. 2 first-round games on Friday, with the winners advancing to the quarterfinals on Saturday. Now, all of those quarterfinal games Saturday will be televised by FSN. The semifinals on Sunday will be carried on FS1, as will the championship game on Monday.
And be sure to check out all of our previews of the games in the Phillips 66 Big 12 Women's Championship here on the Big 12 Digital Network. And later in the week, Kristen is going to have a special behind-the-scenes look at the tournament and the teams involved.
In addition to that behind-the-scenes piece, check out the Big 12 Digital Network after each game, because Wendell and Logan Mitty will be on hand to analyze the outcomes and keep you up to date on what's going on in Dallas.